Even though finding solutions to the electricity crisis is of national importance, the Ceylon Electricity Board and the mafia associated in this regard use the public as bait to fulfill their personal agendas. This document that was submitted to the Board of Directors of the CEB last Wednesday is yet another example of the electricity mafia in our country. This document, as in the past, creates an artificial scarcity of electricity. In order to meet the growing demand, the respective document proposes that power be purchased from the private sector. This document also requests board approval to extend 2 expired power purchase agreements or PPAs with 2 private sector companies. Last year, the CEB attempted to extend another expired PPA by submitting a similar document. Despite their efforts, the CEB only succeeded in extending the PPA agreement with a private company that owned a power plant in Ambilipitia. However, this extension is categorized as a fraudulent transaction that can be challenged by law. Even though the CEB failed to extend the PPA agreements with these 2 private sector companies, the country did not face any power cuts. The document also reveals that there will be a shortfall in electricity generation of 200 megawatts in the future. Ideally, if the CEB predicts such a shortfall in generation, a proposal to call for tenders and purchase electricity at the most competitive price should be submitted. However, this document issued by the respective subject ministry shows the need to renew agreements which were established with good friends. The Secretary of the subject ministry addressed this document to the chairman of the CEB on the 15th of June 2017, inquiring reasons for the delay in implementing the National Long-Term Power Generation Plan. Under the proposed plan, the CEB was to construct 13 low-cost power plants. If the plan was implemented as scheduled, the construction of 5 power plants would have been completed and would have contributed to the power production of our country. Our country has lost approximately 225 megawatts as a result of the failure to construct these 5 power plants, which was mainly due to the manipulative actions of the CEB. Through this document, the CEB depicts its requirements to fulfill an electricity scarcity of 200 megawatts. The CEB states that the main reasons for this scarcity are the adverse climate conditions and the anomalies in transmission systems. Anomalies in transmission systems do not impact electricity shortages. There is a possibility that the requirement to purchase electricity from the private sector will be submitted to the cabinet in the near future. This will allow the CEB to purchase electricity from the private sector without having to call for any tenders. It is the Nissankamalla rock inscription that clearly states of the fate that befalls those who rob money that belongs to the general public. If one is to take the essence of what is mentioned in this rock inscription from Sri Lanka's yesteryears, it is abundantly clear that those who hold the electricity demand of the country to ransom to line their pockets should be punished by law. This is over to the Secretary to the President.